the beats, time to take over.
This is the best Davidoff I've ever had in my life. What's up, everybody? How's it going? This is Roger, Working Man Cigars, and today I'm finally gonna smoke this cigar after waiting a long time that I had it. And it's going to be the Year of the Dragon. Look at this big ass freaking cigar. Double Corona. Nice looking cigar. I was really hyped about this cigar. I wanted to make sure it was dry. I received it. I don't know how fresh it was, so I let it sit for a little bit, and then I dry boxed it pretty good. You can see the bands are very loose, so should be nice and good. But I am a little bit bummed. I can't remember when's the last time that a Davidoff Zodiac series cigar was so disliked. And this cigar doesn't seem to be liked very much. Hasn't been going over too well. Is that a saying? Is that how you say it? Hasn't been going well over too good. I don't know. But yeah, people haven't been liking it, right? It's been doing pretty badly. I'm a little bit bummed because, as I had mentioned, this is the first box that I ever bought of a cigar, right? Actually, I'm gonna cut it and light it. I could talk like this when I'm smoking. I'm trying to cut these reviews down, you guys. My cutter messed up the fuck. I was just talking about this yesterday. How I have this St. DuPont lighter and it tends to not cut very well. So here you can see it's got like a little, it's got a little foot band. Not little, it's pretty big. Take it off and it has an exposed foot. So that's pretty cool. And I'm gonna light it soft flame only because there is no wind today, really. I'm pretty paranoid because I got my mic up here, and earlier I realized when I was trying to show the cigar, I was kind of blocking it, so I'm a little bit paranoid. But I'm gonna try doing just a soft flame lighting for this one. It's gonna take a while. Yo, man, how do people do this shit? Where the fuck's my torch? Man, I really am not happy with the way this thing cut. Shit, man. This cutter tends to like pinch things. It like pinches them. It kind of like folds it instead of just cutting. I think I'm gonna have to stop using it. Oh man. Okay, yeah, there's some pepper there. Like I was saying, I was pretty excited about this cigar because this is the first cigar box that I've ever purchased, right? Everything I do is 5-pack, singles, stuff like that. I've never really purchased a box of cigars, but this one being the Zodiac series, and I've always loved the Davidoff Zodiac series. Even if I didn't love the cigar, just the idea of them, it's just so cool, man. I remember seeing the Davidoff Year of the Tiger at my, at a casino lounge that I have here. And they normally have pretty good cigars. They're just really expensive. And they were like $95 a stick. So I didn't do it. It was like 95 or 105. I can't remember, but it was a lot. And I didn't do it, but I remember looking at them and looking at them and then coming back and looking at them. And like 2 days later, they were gone, man. They were quick. They were gone so quick. Anytime a cigar that I'm curious about and I don't grab it, if I don't end up getting it, once it's gone, I have an itch that I want it. So I was like, damn. So I've always been enamored with the Zodiac series, kind of like with the cigars. Plus, the Year of the Tiger is a badass looking cigar. That cigar looks so sick. So I remember looking at that cigar thinking, this cigar is freaking nice. So ever since then, I know when the Year of the Dragon was announced, I thought, that's a cigar, that's a box-worthy cigar. Is it box worthy because the cigars are gonna be good? No, who knows? I thought there's no way it can't be good. It's gonna be the year of the dragon, you know? If any Zodiac had to be good, it's gonna have to be the year of the dragon. And I believe up to recent history, the rabbit was pretty disliked by some, by most. Most people dislike the rabbit, except the new wave really liked the rabbit, which is weird because a lot of the reviews and stuff I seen, people didn't like it. And the year of the dragon has been kind of unanimously disliked from everybody. See, I'm not getting a lot of pepper now. Actually, it's tasting kind of nice. This is the best Davidoff I've ever had in my life. That's what I think. That's what I'm telling myself anyways. Most people didn't like it. There's a lot of complaints about it having too much pepper, the flavors not being there completely, it kind of being all over the place as far as like not giving consistent good flavors, which I thought was weird, right? Because if Davidoff was gonna make another Zodiac series cigar, no matter which Zodiac it's gonna be, it has to be good, right? Because they have a reputation to keep up to. Not only that, this one being the most expensive Zodiac up to date, and then it being the dragon. Tony, who's Chinese, told me that the dragon is like known as like their like goat, you know? Well, they're not like a goat, not like a Baja goat, but like their goat, you know? So because it's like this godly kind of animal, because it's the only Zodiac that isn't a real animal, it's supposed to be like really good. So I think since it is like based off the Chinese calendar, and Asian culture values the dragon so much, and you think it's like, okay, we're gonna go all out, make the best one. They already did make the best looking one, because the year of the tiger is just, man, that freaking cigar looks amazing. So I thought, oh, you know what? Am I getting into the wrapper? I am. I got a little floral kick. As soon as I got out of the binder and filler into the wrapper, because you know how I had that exposed foot, when I got into the wrapper, I got a little bit of a floral note, and it was nice. Huh, cool. But yeah, that's like, unanimously, people have not liked this cigar. And it was such a downer, man, because it's the first box I bought. I got a few of them. I was so excited. And then I thought, it's got to be the best. And it's kind of been the worst one so far, it seems like, what everybody's been saying. I had that nice little floral kick as soon as I hit the wrapper. I'm getting a little bit of that little taste that I don't like, which a lot of cigars tend to have for me. And the rest of it is a bit muted. I'm not getting almost any pepper, almost no pepper. The beginning I did, but now I'm not. So I'm glad about that, but I'm also not getting very many flavors. It's not like a super flavorful cigar, so we'll see. I'm gonna keep smoking this down, you guys, and then I'll let you know how it goes. So far though, it's got a beautiful burn line. Look at that. You guys, let me smoke this thing down, and then I'll check back in once I get into the second third, which is probably gonna be in a long while, man. All right, guys, so checking back in. Then this jacket makes me look like an old man. Well, I'm just getting old. Damn. Well, that sucks. Getting down in the cigar. I actually wanted to jump back on just to show you guys the ash, right? So, not that it matters, but the ash fell off once, and as you can see, it's very flaky ash. It's a very weird flaky ash, and I could tell it was gonna be like that because it wasn't very hard packed. I prefer cigars to be a little bit more hard packed, but this one was not. This one was very like loosely packed, and you could tell the ash is like one of those blooming ashes that falls off. Now again, that stuff doesn't matter. I don't normally get long ashes, so I've never cared about it. Like I've never thought, oh, I don't like that cigar because the ash kept falling off or whatever, you know? But when I do get like a long ash or a cool looking ash, I do prefer it. So it's like I don't care, but I do kind of care. It's nice if I have it, you know? But then also, you guys got to keep in mind, or we all have to keep in mind, that the ash thing, it is dependent on the smoker. Because Eric can smoke one if you have one, can smoke any cigar and get a freaking crazy ash on there. So I'm actually getting I'm actually getting a little bit more flavors now. I was actually going to check in and say that the cigar was not very good. It was not that it's not good. It just wasn't. It was a little bit boring, right? Nothing in here has been offensive to me. Like it tastes okay. A lot of the flavor note that comes to my mind is tobacco. And I've said this before. Sometimes I just get like a plain smoke and tobacco taste, like, and that's it. And I truly do not like that. It's a super boring cigar to me when it's just like you're smoking it just tastes like tobacco. And it might sound crazy to a lot of people that don't smoke too many cigars, but you normally get very nice flavors, different flavor notes, things that click in your mind. And this one wasn't doing it. Right now, barely. I started getting a little bit more flavor out of it, but it's still very mild. It's still a very, very mild tasting, muted kind of cigar, so I'm not loving it. You know, so far it's been pretty damn boring. Yeah, no, it's not really, it's not really doing much for me. It's okay, but it's not great, right? And when you think about how much they cost, $59. Now, I wonder if they're gonna age well and they're gonna get a lot better. That'd be sick if that is what happened. And I actually have, this is the double Corona. I have a Gran Toro, which is one that, smoke one if you have one, and Soy Sauce Assassin sent to me. Eric sent me 3 of them, so man, thank you for that. Because now I get to try it, right? I get to try the other one because I have heard that the Gran Toro Vitola is a lot different, that it's like a completely different cigar, which when you think about it, it's smaller and it has less tobacco than this one, but it's $100 pretty much compared to this one, which is $59. So why would a cigar with less tobacco cost more? Unless they had different tobacco and they're like a little bit more of a premium tobacco. That's what somebody told me, and they buy a lot of Davidoff, so if you guys want like a good breakdown of that, you should go watch Soy Sauce Assassin's video on that, on the double Corona, comparing it to the Gran Toro, because even if I smoked it, I wouldn't be the best person to represent that, but he definitely is, so I would check that out. I don't know how people use soft flame lighters, like to touch it up, it's kind of like a pain in the ass. My torch, I would have already done it by now. I'd be like, so yeah, guys, I don't really have much to report. It's not tasting very different, and it's still getting the same kind of flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep smoking this down, and I'll check back in a bit, let you know how it's going. But so far, not really much, man. Here's the thing, right? I'm having trouble keeping it lit too. I've had to touch it up a few times, which I don't care about touching it up, right? But I'm getting like, it's like going off on me to where I'm not getting a lot of smoke. And until I relight a little bit, and then it gets better. And there's no way this cigar is like over humidified, because look at that. Look at the bands, man. They're dancing all over the place, right? So it's not the cigar, it's not the humidity. It's gotta be just the cigar. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna smoke it down maybe to like the band, and if it doesn't change much, I'm just gonna be done with it, because I actually came out here like 45 minutes earlier than I normally come out to smoke, because I wanted to, you know, smoke this long cigar and it was gonna be good. But if it's not doing it for me, I'm gonna stop smoking it, like, because I don't want to waste my time out here. I'd rather jump and smoke another cigar. I've gotten so many good cigars lately. Like, I haven't done a unboxing of it, but like Peter, I don't know if it's Peter Machuco or Peter Muchko. He's not a content creator. He's just a badass, a friend of mine, and he sent me over a freaking crazy bomb with a ton of killer sticks. So when I have sticks like that, that's sometimes how I feel. It's like, man, I want to stop smoking this cigar, because there's so many there that I'm eyeing that I want to smoke instead. That's one thing I was going to mention, is that like the cigar community is cool, right? Before I was making content and I was just buying cigars, I did buy some more premium cigars, and it always kind of like, oh man, maybe this isn't worth it, man. Maybe I shouldn't have bought it. But for the experience, because this is my biggest stress reliever, and I feel like I've earned this when I get to smoke a really good cigar, especially. That's the reason, kind of like I would justify it to myself. So sending out cigars to people when you are in that place where you don't really you don't make content or anything, it's hard to like buy a lot of cigars and spend a lot of money on cigars, because you kind of feel guilty. Well, I'm speaking from personal experience. You kind of feel guilty like, man, this money should be going more towards something at my house or more for my kids or my wife. So it's kind of tough to do that. So when I get a bomb from people that don't create content, right, like Peter, like Terrence, I think, man, these guys sent me so much killer stuff and they don't even make content. Not that making content pays you, and it's not like we make money from doing cigar content, but at least there's like a little excuse up here. There's like a little justification that you give yourself, that you tell the wife, like, well, I gotta buy, you spent this much on cigars? Like, well, yeah, but I gotta make content, you know, like, gotta kind of have to do it. Which, I mean, it's true. Oh, you gotta tell yourself that's true. So when people that don't make content, people that just enjoy cigars and they like watching videos and they send out bombs, to me it's like, damn, bro, these guys are freaking like, to me that's the downest, most coolest cigar hobbyist that there is, man. True cigar, true brother of the leaf, because they're sending stuff out to people and they don't even have any way to get shouted out back besides their Instagram, right? But again, even that, like if you're not trying to grow your page, what do you care if you have a lot of followers and a lot of, my personal Instagram, I never posted stuff. I never cared much. And because it's not like there's anything that's going to come from it really. So whenever I get like a cool bomb from people that don't make content, I always appreciate it so much, because it's like, man, these guys, if it's hard for us to sometimes send pretty good sticks, like, oh, should I send this out? No, because I want to smoke that. Oh, I want to smoke it again. And like, oh, should I send this out? I know that like it would be really hard for me to send stuff out if I didn't have a content, if I didn't have like a channel or something that, you know, it's like part of the game. It's like we're trading and stuff. So again, man, I'm bringing that up because I've gotten some recent bombs recently from guys that don't make content, and they've been freaking killer bombs, man. And so I'm just dumbfounded. I appreciate it so much. Peter's one of the guys, I appreciate him so much. Peter Muchko for doing that. You know, it's just really cool. So I'm thinking about some of the sticks he sent me, which hopefully soon the bombing video comes out. And I'm smoking this one and I'm like, I could be smoking one of those other sticks, you know, but. It's a boring cigar, man. It's a boring, boring cigar. And I'm not trying to say that just because I want to follow along with like what like the guys that I look up to said. I'm saying it because it's true, because I really wanted to like this cigar. I really, really wanted to love this cigar. But so far no. But I'll check back in and let you guys know how it's going. All right, guys, so far into this, almost getting into the last third here. And I think I'm gonna call it quits, man. I really don't like this cigar too much. Not that I dislike it, it's just boring. Like, this would be a good cigar if I'm gonna be on a live, or if I'm gonna be smoking on a virtual lounge and talking to guys, and this would be a good time kind of killer cigar where you don't have to focus on the cigar, because it's a big cigar, it's a long one. So far I've been smoking for like an hour and 20 minutes, and I still got maybe another 30 minutes to go, 45 minutes to go. So I mean, it's pretty good. Time wise it's good, but flavor wise, like it's just very boring. So I think I'm gonna call it quits for now. I'm not gonna continue smoking this cigar down. Like I had mentioned, I bought a box of these. I don't have a ton left because I gave a lot of them away. Gonna give it like a more complex, flavorful notes. I don't know if age does that, and I know some people are super against aging your cigars. They think if the cigar's not good, it's not gonna get much better. I think the aging mellows out like the nicotine and makes them less spicy, but as far as flavor goes, I don't think that it's supposed to get more flavorful. And that's why I haven't really been giving any flavor notes, because all I'm getting is like that floral note, a mild floral note, and I almost never get coffee, but I'm getting a little bit of a coffee note, like a little bit of a minerally coffee note. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep smoking it, so I'm pretty much done. I might do another review because I got this cigar here that I got from Cigar Hound Dog. Something kind of similar, right? This is the Punch egg roll. This is one of the egg rolls. Look at it. Like, So I might end up releasing some reviews fairly quickly right after one another, because I'm going to smoke this one right now and see what's up. Like I said, I planned to be out here for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and try smoking this one and see how that goes. But that's pretty much it, you guys. I really was hoping the cigar was going to smoke great. I really wanted it to be a great cigar. But it didn't turn out that way, and it's okay, right? Like, cigars are for experiences. They're all for an experience. Like I had mentioned earlier, because I make content, it doesn't hurt me so much that I bought that box, and because it's a badass box and it's my Zodiac year, so I don't regret it. DJ was just saying in his video, he's like, for all those dummies who bought the Year of the Dragon and you say you don't regret it, but you do. It's like, I swear that I don't regret it, just because I really want the box. And that's going to be a box that I'm going to, when I have like my setup done, I'm going to have that box angled up like in the background. So I think it's fine. Now, if you were to ask me, would I rather have bought that box or the Plasencia Etafal box? I mean, that's tough. That's tough. Because the Plasencia Etafal, I love that cigar, but I would still want the year. I mean, I guess I could have just bought the Year of the Dragon box from like eBay or something. So, yeah, maybe the Etafal box I would have bought instead. So, that's pretty much it, you guys. It's the review. It's all done. And hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry if it was an underwhelming review, but I couldn't get excited about the cigar just because it was not good. And not that it wasn't good, it was just boring, very boring. Nothing offensive, nothing that I dislike, no nastiness, no flavor notes I didn't like. It's just, I wish I got flavor notes. It's just, I didn't really get much. So that's pretty much it, you guys. All right, thank you. See you on the next one.